Good day, class. Good to see you once again. My name is Dr. Temidayo Onojobi, and today we're going to look at study session 9. What we shall be focusing on is adverb. Adverb. Now, we need to know the meaning of an adverb. The definition of an adverb. So, the learning outcomes for study session 9 will be number 1, we're going to look at the meaning of an adverb, like I said. Also, we look at the forms of adverbs. When I say forms, I mean formation. How do we form adverbs in French? Then we're also going to look at use of adverb in sentences. That is, at the end of this class, you should be able to identify adverbs in sentences. Also, we're going to look at comparison of adverbs. Okay, we're going to look at the various, level of comparison of adverbs. Also, we'll be able to list common adverbs. The commonest adverbs that are frequently used in French. And of course, we're going to look at the arrangement of adverbs in French. Like I said, we're going to look at adverb, and we will start with the meaning of an adverb. Now, by adverb, look at the word. The word has 2 syllables. Add, then verb. Add is a diminutive form of addition. Okay, so it means we are adding to the verb. Okay, but it is not only verb that we can add information to. We can also add information to adjectives, to other adverbs, okay, and to other various type of words. And the purpose of the addition is to provide more information. So by definition, we can say that an adverb is a word that modifies a verb. It changes the meaning. It modifies a verb. It also modifies an adjective. It also modifies other adverbs or various type of words. So we can say that an adverb is a word usually used with verbs, adjectives, other adverbs, with the purpose of giving more information. With the purpose of giving more information, additional information. For instance, I can say, I go to school. I go to school is a declarative statement. We have not introduced any adverb. But we may want to know, what is the frequency? How often? So I can say, I go to school every day. So the every day that is added gives more information about the frequency of my going to school. So every day becomes an adverb. I have added to the verb go. Okay, I can also say, by what means? What is the mode of mobility of going to school? Okay, I go to school by bus. I go to school, by train. So that by train or by bus has provided more information. So that addition to the verb go, has given it more vivid information. All right. Also, I can say, I go to school quickly. You see, quickly there. It has provided information about the how. How? Is it sluggishly or slowly? So you see that adverb add to the verb, like I said. So we're going to look at formation of adverbs in French. How do we form adverbs in French? In French, adverbs are mostly formed from adjectives. It is done by adding the suffix more. M-E-N-T. Don't forget that I've told us that in most cases we don't pronounce the last consonant. So M-E-N-T here, you're not going to pronounce it meant or month. It's more. M-E-N-T. More. Can you pronounce it again? More. Okay, more. All right. So suffix more. It is added to this feminine singular form of the adjective. If you go back a little bit, you see we have talked so much about adjective And we have emphasized the fact that adjective can be singular, can be plural, it can also be feminine, it can be masculine. So to form our adverb, you need to look at first of all the feminine singular of the adjective you want to use. For instance, okay, you look for the feminine singular of the adjective, then you add more as suffix. When you say suffix, it means at the end of the head word, okay, at the end of the head word that you want to use. So for instance, the adjective oro, the masculine form is oro. Oro means to be happy. Happy. Now we now change it to feminine, and the feminine form becomes orosi. Orosi. Okay? So it is that oros that you add more to it, and it will form orosmo. Orosmo. And the meaning is happily. You see, from happy. Happy is an adjective. You add ly to it in English, but that ly, the equivalent in French is more. M-E-N-T. So oro, you change it to feminine form, which is horos, and you add more, becoming horos. Orosmo. Orosmo. Okay? Then let's look at another word, active. Active, masculine form, active. Okay? To be active, active. Now, what is the feminine? The feminine form is active. V, the F for the masculine adjective changes to V in the feminine form. So you have active. So it is the feminine form, which is active, that you add more to become active more. In which case you have actively. Alright? Another adjective is léger. Léger is tight. Okay? To be tight. Alright? So we change it first of all to the feminine adjective, which is légère. You see? The pronunciation changes here because of the accent. We talked about accent, you know, a long time ago. So, légère, you now add more to léger to become légèrement. And the outcome is tightly. Are we following? All right. Now, we need to know some adjectives with E in the masculine. The E changes to A before the suffix more. For instance, we have aveugle. Aveugle. Aveugle is blind. It ends in E. Now, to add the adverb, we need to change the E without accent to E with accent. So it's going to bear accent aigu. Remember, when we talk about accent, you know, in our first or second class, we said there are three major accents: accent aigu, accent grave, accent circumflex. So we change the ones that are already ending in E, we change them to accent aigu. Then you add more. So aveugle, you change it to aveugle, then add more. It becomes aveuglement, blindly. Same with conform, you change it to conformer, then you add more, becoming conformément, correspondingly. Alright? Énorme. Énorme, you change it to énormément. Énormément. Okay? Meaning enormously. Then we have uniform. You change it to uniforme before adding more, which is more, which means ly in English, like I said. So it becomes uniformément, meaning uniformly. All right. Now we also have agréable. Agréable, you add more, agréablement. Poli, poliment, meaning politely. All right. Then we also look at adjectives that end with ent form. That adverb, you know, that we add by replacing ent with emment. All right. Number one, we have évident. Évident. So when we change it, okay, the ent to emment to become évidemment, meaning evidently. We have negligent. The ent changes to emment. It becomes negligent. jamon, carelessly. We have violon, okay? Violon changes to violent, okay, violently. We also have adjectives that end with an, okay, from the adverb. Then we replace the ant with a-double-m-e-n-t. I take that again. There are some adjectives that end in ant in their form, all right? So to make them adverb, we change the ant to a-double-m-e-n-t. Don't forget, for the ones that end with ent, they are changed to e-double-m-e-n-t. Whereas the ones that end in ant, they change to a-double-m-e-n-t. So example under a-double-m-e-n-t is constant, okay? We change it to constamment, meaning constantly, okay? We also have courant. We change it to couramment, okay? We change it to couramment, meaning fluently, okay? Don't forget, like I said, that adverbs are mostly from adjectives, and it is done by adding suffix ment, okay, to the feminine singular of an adjective. So we have oro, orose, orosement, do, douce, doucement, okay. We also have active, active, activement, meaning actively. We have léger, légère, légèrement, meaning tightly. Now, how do we use adverbs in French? One of the usages of an adverb is to modify a verb. I said that the purpose of using adverb is to modify your verb, okay, to add additional information, to supply more information to your verb. So the verb is the action in the sentence, and so adverbs tell when, why, how did the action happen, where did it happen. Like I told you, the example I gave, I go to school can become I go to school quickly, I go to school by bus, I go to school every day, okay? So as you are given additional information, you are expanding, the sentence to give more meaning, all right? So we have adverb of place. This always talks about the location where the action of the verb is being carried out. In French, we have ici. Ici means here, là, there, ailleurs, elsewhere, au dehors, outside. Example, we have au dehors, la pluie se déchaînait. Outside, the rain was raging. Okay? I can say, viens par ici. Come here. I can say, ici, nous parlons français. We speak French here. So you see, those are the examples. Okay? Also, we can have adverb of quantity. Adverb of quantity. It is used to indicate the degree to which something is done. Example in French includes pleu. Pleu, you will not pronounce the S. We have beaucoup. Not beaucoup, beaucoup. We have moins, we have trop, we have peu. Okay? Then we also have adverb of manner. An adverb of manner describes how and what way the action of a verb is carried out. Example in French include vite. Vite means quickly. Bien, very well. Mal, bad, and so on and so forth. So we can give examples on the ones that I have enumerated. Elle chante merveilleusement bien. She sings wonderfully well. See bien, well, okay, or very well. J'ai bien compris. To expliquer les choses très clairement. I understood correctly. You explain things very clearly. Okay? Now, we move to comparison of adverbs. Adverbs can be used to make comparisons. The comparative of adverb is formed using the same phrases as for adjectives. We have plus que, which means more than, to show superiority. So I can say, vous roulez plus que moi. You drive faster than me. Plus que, okay? Je parle plus fort que Paul. I speak louder than Paul. So we also have moins que, meaning less than. Plus, so it's like plus, okay? Addition, plus, all right? So plus que means more than. Moins que means less than. It is used to show inferiority. E.g., il regarde le film moins souvent qu'avant. They watch the film less than before. We also have aussi que, meaning as is used to share equally. Don't forget, we have the superiority one, we have the inferiority one, then we have the one that can be shared equally. Example, il parle anglais aussi bien que moi. He speaks English as much as I do. Elle parle français aussi bien que toi. She speaks French as much as you do. Viens aussi vite que possible. Come as quickly as possible. Okay? We also have superlative adverbs. The superlative is formed ending the same phrases for adjectives, except with the exception that lo can change to la or le in the feminine and plural with adverb as it does with adjectives. So we have lo pluco. Okay? Example, lo pluco means the most, that. So we have Mariam parle le plus vite. Mariam speaks fastest. You see? That is the superlative adverb. Then we have lo moins que, meaning the least. That. Example, c'est vous qui avez vendu le moins. You are the one who sold the least. Okay? Now, let's look at some common irregular adverbs. As we have regular adverbs, we also have irregular adverbs. They are used in the comparative and superlative forms. Okay? So, the adverbs, number one, we have beaucoup, meaning a lot. What is the comparative? Plus. What is the meaning? More. What is the superlative of that? We have le plus. And what is the meaning? The most. Alright? Then we have bien. Bien, what is the meaning? Well. What is the comparative? Mieux. What is the meaning? Better. What is the superlative? Le mieux. And what is the meaning? The best. So we have bien, mieux, le mieux. Well, okay, better, best. We have beaucoup, plus, le plus. We have a lot, more, the most. Also, we have mal. Mal means badly. Okay? What is the comparative? P or plus mal. And the meaning of that is worse. Okay? Then what is the superlative? Le plus. Le plus mal. And what is the meaning? The worst. Okay? So we have mal, P or plus mal. Then le plus or le plus mal. Meaning bad, worse, worst. Then we have peu. Peu means little. Little. What is the comparative? Moins. Alright? What is the meaning? Less. The superlative of peu is le moins. It means the least. So we have peu, moins, le moins. Are we following? Alright. Now let's look at the commonest adverbs that we have in French. Actually, not all adverbs end in more. Listen to that again. You know, I told you that to form an adverb in French, you need to add suffix more to the feminine singular of an adjective. But here, you are made to understand that it is not all adverbs that end in more. Not all adverbs end in more. In French, there are some that we use almost every day in our daily conversation and they do not end in more. Example of such are, number one, alors. Alors means then, or so, or at that time. We have après. Après means afterwards. We have aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui means today. Today. We have assez. Assez, okay? Assez means enough or quite. We have beaucoup. You see, all these adverbs, they do not end in more, okay? Yeah, so we have beaucoup. Beaucoup means a lot or much. We have bientôt. Bientôt means soon. We have cependant. Cependant means however. We have dedans. Dedans means inside. We have dehors. Dehors means outside. We have déjà. Déjà means already or before. We have demain. Demain means tomorrow. We have depuis. Depuis. Depuis means since. We have dernier. Dernier. Derrière means behind. We have devant, which is the opposite of derrière. Devant means before or in front of. We have ici, like I said the other time. Ici means here. Okay, you can say viens ici. Viens par ici. Ici on parle français. Here we speak French. We speak French here. Okay, so ici means here. Then we have jamais. Jamais means never or ever. We also have encore. Encore. Encore means still or yet or even or again. We have enfin. Enfin means at last. We have toujours. Toujours. Toujours means always or still. Like I said, I go to school always. Je vais toujours à l'école. Or je vais à l'école toujours. Okay? Je vais toujours à l'école. I go to school always. We have tard. Tard. Tard means late. Tard means late. Okay? We have très. Très. Très means very. Very. We have trop. Trop meaning too much or too. Okay? Then we have a vite. Vite means quick or quickly. It also means fast or soon. We have souvent. Souvent means often. Often. We have surtout. Surtout means especially or above all. We have peut-être. Peut-être means perhaps. We have maintenant. Maintenant. Maintenant means now or nowadays. We have même. Même. Même means even. We have moins. Moins means less. We have où. Où means where. There is parfois. Parfois means sometimes. Okay? There is partout. Partout means everywhere. Okay? Je le vois partout. I see it everywhere. I have peu here. Peu means not much. Un peu de sel. Un peu de sel, little salt. Okay? So it could mean not much or not very or little. We have là. Là is the opposite of ici. Ici means here, là means there. Okay? There. There or here. Okay? We have là-bas. Là-bas means over there. Là-bas means over there. We have loin. Loin means far, far off or a long time ago. Okay? Now, you need to pay attention to the word peu. I told you peu means little, not much, not very. Then, on peu, there is a difference between the two. Peu without, and peu in isolation, P-E-U, okay, means not much, not very. Why? And peu means a little or a bit. Take note of that. Now, let's look at this example. Je suis un peu en retard. I am a little bit late. It will not translate to I am not much or I am not very. So when you hear un peu, it means a little bit or a little of a thing. But when you say elle voyage peu, it means they don't travel much. So it will not mean they don't travel a little day. Okay? So peu in isolation means not much, not very. While un peu means a little or a bit. Okay, you need to take note. Another word I want you to take note is the usage of rapide and vite. Both are French words. Rapide. Vite, when you look at it, rapid or go from English, you know, rapidly. Rapid to be fast about something, okay? But just remember that vite is an adverb and rapid is an adjective. Take note of that. Rapid is an adjective, while vite is an adverb. Now, between vite and rapid, which one is an adjective. Okay, rapid, very good. Rapid is an adjective, while vite is an adverb. Now I see, proceed on more examples. Elle marche trop vite. Elle marche trop vite, meaning she walks too fast. So here you don't say she was too rapid, all right? But when you say un avion rapide, un avion, avion is an aeroplane. Un avion rapide, it means a fast aeroplane. Here to not mean a quick aeroplane. So take note, rapid is an adjective, okay, while vite is an adverb. Take note. Now we look at arrangement of adverb. Arrangement of adverb. Number one, adverbs are generally placed after the verb it modifies, or they modify rather. Adverbs are generally placed after the verb it modifies. Okay? Example, elle sait toujours tout. So we see toujours coming immediately after say. Say means to know. Okay? She always knows everything. You see? Elle sait toujours. So you have the verb, then you have the adverb. Say is the verb, toujours is the adverb. Take note. Okay? Now, number two, adverbs are placed between the auxiliary and the past participle. Between the auxiliary and the past participle. You remember our past participle and the usage of auxiliary, okay? When we're talking about verb of action and verb of movement, okay? This is mostly applicable to verb of quantity now. Ils ont beaucoup aimé le spectacle. Ils ont beaucoup aimé le spectacle. That is, they enjoyed the show very much. They enjoyed the show very much. So you see beaucoup being sandwiched between on, which is an auxiliary of the verb avoir, and aimer, which is the main verb. So beaucoup is in between on and aimer. Take note of that. Adverb of time and place come after the past participle. Example, nous l'avons rencontré hier. Nous l'avons rencontré hier. We met him yesterday. Alright? Another example is vous avez dansé dehors. Vous avez dansé dehors, meaning you danced outside. You danced outside. Then at times, adverbs of time can be placed in front of a sentence. I want you to take note of that too. At times, adverbs of time can be placed in front of a sentence. Yeah? Hier, nous sommes allés à la mer. Hier, nous sommes allés à la mer. Okay? Meaning yesterday we went to the sea. Yesterday we went to the sea. Then we have demain. Nous irons à la Champagne. Demain, nous irons à la Champagne. Meaning tomorrow we will go to the countryside. Tomorrow we will go to the countryside. Okay, so we can say that adverbs are very essential in French. And in this study session, we can say that an adverb is a word that describes a verb, like I said earlier on, tells you more about it. Most adverbs describe how something is or was done, but some add information about where, when, and to what extent. In which case, we are going to use far or soon and very, okay, to buttress it. That is, to what extent. Is it soon? Is it far? Okay, so we can say that far, soon, and very are all adverbs. In English, adverbs are usually made by adding ly to an adjective. But in French, the normal rule is to add more to the feminine form of the adjective. Okay? So with this, we have come to the end of today's study session. Don't forget to look at adverb, look at the meaning of an adverb. That is the definition of an adverb. We said it adds additional information to your verb. You can also add additional information to your adjectives. It can also add further information to other adverbs. Okay, do not forget about that. It tells you when, why, how did it happen, when did the action take place, where did it take place, and so on and so forth. And we look at the formation of adverb, that is, how is it formed. And we said that first of all, you look for the feminine singular of an adjective, then you add the suffix more to it. So I thank you for your attentiveness. We'll see you another time. Thank you.